Hi, this is Danica.
This is Ash.
And this is Jess.
And we are
Judgment.
the judgmental podcast. That's all right. Let's just keep it. Let's just keep it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this podcast where we talk about anything and everything under the sun kahit sa loob kami ng bahay. At remote ito. Remote lang forever dahil magkakalayo kami ng mga bahay.
Yes.
Okay.
We have a special guest for today.
Yes, as you can tell.
Same company kaming tatlo before. Si Jess dun pa din. Loyalty award na ito talaga.
Hindi, shareholder
Tagapagmana
na. Shareholder.
Shareholder na.
Tinatawag ko sa mga
How I
executive
wish.
meeting. Magiging social
Ano?
medyo tong ano na. Ano lang to, parang ano namin, parang sasabihin ko lang. Kasi magiging medyo social to kasi may English era kaming friend. May English era kaming guest. So, anyways, yeah.
Oh my God.
Ang topic today is, actually, the question today is, kids or no kids? Oh my gosh, feeling ko madaming,
Dun, 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 dun.
feeling ko madaming magagalit. May nakikita na ako sa Facebook na may,
I know.
Seriously?
That's scary. I don't want to.
Yes, di
I
ko
don't want to
naisip
offend
mo.
anyone.
yeah, hindi, may mga friends ako sa Facebook na syempre dalawa yung opinions. May iba na parang against kids. May iba naman na pinapatunayan nila na even with kids, okay ang buhay nila. O mga ganun. So, yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're not going to be preaching, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we're just going to be talking about like the facts of having kids and not
Yeah.
having kids.
Situational lang. Since we've got
Hopefully,
everything here.
we're not here to offend anyone, guys. So sorry. So
Yeah.
go watch something else if that's what you.
Should we start? Ano ang preference nyo even before you were there in that situation or you were there in your, like, you've like had the decision already sa situation nyo? What was your preference before and why? Let's start with Ash.
Okay. Preference before when I was younger, honestly, is to have kids. Kasi, parang, ewan ko, nakikita ko lang yung sarili ko na may mga anak. Yung full-time housewife. Ganon. Actually, hindi ko,
Oh.
yeah, kasi enjoy ko maglinis. Enjoy ko magluto. Okay.
You can do that without.
I
Gano'n ka,
know,
ano
I
to?
know.
How
Yeah,
young
yeah.
was this like that?
Sige, start natin ng nagka-work tayo.
Sige, yan.
Sige. Yes pa rin. But,
Aw.
that is to marry someone who's rich. Hindi ko talaga naisip na ako lahat
Marriage.
Super practical.
No, that's a good tip. That's a good tip. They can afford the nannies, right?
Oh, yeah, that's
Oo.
true. That's very not you.
I know, right?
Parang,
Ngayon nyo lang nalaman yun,
Oo
no?
nga, parang that's not you.
I know.
Talked about it, so it's what like I don't think I've ever asked you if you wanted to have kids.
Yeah.
So,
Preference before.
yeah, back then, ang preference ko is magkaanak din. Gusto ko siya before kasi parang never ko pa na-experience din magkaroon. Tapos nakita ko yung mga kamag-anak ko and then yung other family members ko na may babies and things like that. Sabi ko, it looks fun. It looks fun and nice. Kasi cute yung mga kids eh. Kasi syempre nahihiram ko yung mga pamangkin ko and everything. So yun, para sa akin, ano lang, I feel parang fulfillment lang before sa akin na magkaroon ng stable family. Yun lang para sa akin before. So what about you, Jess?
Well, it's always been the yes for me. I think I've had that like on my 20s. When I actually started having a serious relationship, right? And when I met my my college sweetheart, my husband now, that's what I was. Of course, I wanted to have that. I wanted to have like a family. I even want like a big family with him. So
Ooh.
yeah. And I think it's because of I grew up with 4 brothers. So our household is like chaos, but super fun. So I think that's how, like growing up, that's how I remembered it. Yeah, it was chaotic. Like there's fights like breaking out like every every minute or so. But at the same time, I think it was really great because you kind of know that there are, like, you have them around, like, to support you, because they're kind of like my mini army or something like that. So like, when you, I don't think I've ever gotten bullied, but like, I feel that you you're more confident though, that, like, you have your family around you and that big. I mean, I have four brothers, so they're pretty intimidating because, like, they're pretty big. It's actually good to grow up in a big household. So that's what I was actually looking for in terms of, like when I got married. So yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. It's
that's
not about,
nice.
like, it's not about, like, because I just wanted, um, uh, for some other reasons, really, because, like, I wanted a happy family. I want a loud, like, home. Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So, did your opinion
Interesting.
change at all? I'll go first this time. I'll go first this time. So at first it did, and then yeah, like probably around third, no, 25, 26, mga ganon. And then I met my husband, and then I thought about, like, it might not be bad at all kung magkaroon. Pero it's not something that I really wanted to have. Like parang if
Kung
bigyan,
dumating.
yeah, kung dumating, then why not? Why not?
Mm-mm.
Pero hindi dumating. I just accepted it. Parang ang bilis nung acceptance namin na if ever na hindi mangyari, then
Okay lang,
okay
ganun.
lang kasi we are enjoying like yung buhay namin na
With each other.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah, and also like
Mhm.
because recently may nangyari nga like when my dad died. If may kid ako dito, kung may inaalagaan ako dito, I won't be able to go back to the Philippines like right away.
Mm.
Kasi I need to, because he's working and he's not working from home. I need to think about like childcare and everything. So, yun sa akin. Which is like, yun yung nag-iisang pro na nakita ko. And also, di ko kasi masabi na money wise para sa akin ah. Di ko sa masabi money wise kasi like you said, like you guys said earlier, kung mayaman naman yung ano nyo, hindi naman talaga problem yung childcare kasi may nannies kayo and
Mm.
everything. So, I think para sa akin lang talaga kung I don't mind not having one. I don't mind having one. What about you, Ash? Nagbago na ba isip mo?
100% yes. So, nag-30s na ako. Ayun nga, na-realize ko mahirap ang buhay. Tsaka, kung magkakaanak ako, like ko naisip na what if may mangyari sa akin or may mangyari sa partner ko or worse sa aming
Oh
dalawa.
gosh.
Parang, tapos maliliit pa yung mga bata. Like, sure, someone's going to take care of them, pero hindi sila maaalagaan gaya ng pag-aalaga namin as, parents. Wala na pong balak. So, ayun. Sa aso na lang. Na,
What about
for
you,
parent na lang.
Jess?
Actually, like, to be quite honest, um, I still prefer to have kids, and although I did mention, right, I wanted like a big family, so I kind of wanted to like have like 3 to 4 kids or 3 to 5 kids or something like that. But I think, yes, I still want to have kids, but I've changed my mind in terms of like the number. So, especially when I experienced the first birth, oh my god, and the birth of my firstborn, it was crazy. I was like, I don't want to do this all over. I don't want to
Pero
do this anymore.
nagka-second ka.
I
Was
had
it?
I had a second, but that's unplanned. So we weren't really
Oh.
planning to have another one. But it's a blessing in disguise. And so
Pero
because
was it as hard as the first one in terms of giving birth?
Uy, kinakabahan si
I
Ash.
think so because
Huh?
he's bigger. He's bigger.
Oh.
I my water broke when I was still in the house, like in our bedroom. Unlike the first one I'm already in the hospital, like waiting for it. I mean, what actually my doctor, my OB, broke my water,
Oh.
like when I was already in the hospital bed. So in the delivery room. So I think both of them are kind of easy Well, compare like, if you compare it, I don't have anything to compare it with, but like I think there's no complications if that's what you're asking. And the funny thing is like both of it, like I did not have any epidural. I really, I was like and my husband like, you know, sort of like jokes around like, oh, I'm an Amazon woman or something like that. Like I honestly like I did not do any epidurals because like I'm scared of like the big needle. But the second one though, I did ask for an epidural because like the first one, you know, you're very how I say this, like you're very idealistic and you're like, no, I'm not gonna have like an epidural. I'm gonna do it naturally or whatever. I have a lot of pride or whatever. Like, the second birth, I was like, I need epidural. But like the problem is like when I got into the hospital, I'm already 12 cm, and I'm too far. You know, I'm too far to actually do the epidural.
Oh.
I'm already too far out. It's just you know, I mean, there's certain because there's a window for you to have the epidural. So I'm way past that. So I just have to suck it up. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to do this all over again without epidural. And so, yeah, it happened. I would say like I'm okay with 2. So I have 2 boys, but everyone around me is asking for a girl. And I'm like, okay, if you guys are going to give birth to that girl, that's fine. But like, if it's me, I'm not. I'm out. Like, don't count me in. I'm okay with the 2 boys. So the preference is still the same. It's just the number of kids had reduced from, you know, 3 to 5 to 2. So, yeah, I was actually crying. Okay, I was 8 months with Liam. I'm actually crying. Like one time I was in the dining table, I was eating lunch and I started crying. I started bawling because I know that I'm gonna like, okay, I just, you know, 1 more month and I'm gonna give birth again and I'm gonna feel all the pain again. And I was really, really scared. I was really scared. It's different. It's different when you went into it without
Knowing
you know,
anything,
without
like,
knowing anything, like
yeah.
how painful it
Alright.
will be,
So,
how,
trauma.
you know, we just knew
Without
that
the
like a lot of
trauma.
people have gone through it.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, they've survived it. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to do it. So it's really more of like you're happy, like the whole pregnancy.
Yeah.
But me though, like I was dreading it. I was like, oh my God, not again. So yeah. Thank
Sobrang
you.
different din yung ano, no? Kasi sa akin, nung we were trying, like, every time na nagne-negative yung ano, when we were trying nung, probably the first years, first to second year of marriage, we were trying. Alam mo yung nakakasama ng loob when you're getting, like, negative pregnancy tests. Tapos, your parents were, like, asking, like, oh, kailan magkakaroon ng ano, kailan magkakaroon ng something. Stop it.
Pressure.
I know,
Family.
pressure. Tapos parang hindi ko alam kung anong gagawin na. Ano, gawin namin to every night?
Every other. Actually,
Nakakaloka.
like you know, I think we were married for 2 years before we had Gavin. And I also have a problem. I also have PCOS, just so you know. I did. And we were also trying, I think 5 months or something like that. Like we were, okay, so my OB told us to do it like every other day. And like, I'm like, oh my God. It became like such a pressure and like to the point we're in, like even when we are tired already, we're like, hey, wake up. Like,
Oh my God.
like,
Serious?
today. Yeah, to that, and we were like, we're not happy anymore. We were doing it, but like, we're not happy.
It's like a chore
We're like,
doing
oh
it.
yeah, it became like a chore, like something, you know, like a to-do list, you know, that you have to like do every day.
Oh,
So
dear.
it became so tiring. We were like, you know what, this is not working for me. Like, I'm not really happy anymore. Like, I'm not saying like I'm not happy doing with you, but like,
Yeah.
it's just like, you know, we're forcing ourselves even though we're
Yeah.
not really like, you know, in the mood or we're not, you know, or we're tired.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, it's exhausting. So we stopped and we were like, you know, let's just travel. That's what we did. And then like I think we've planned out like Japan, Korea. Like, we traveled, and so and I think I conceived right after that. Like so after the pressure, I mean after we decided not to be pressured by, you know, not getting pregnant and like surrounding ourselves with people that who doesn't like ask all the time, like, are you guys already have? I mean, is there already a bun in the oven or whatever? or when are you gonna giving me up an apo or whatever.
Ah.
That's when it actually started for us that I actually got pregnant without expecting it. So yeah, I mean, I think it's an added stress when when you pressure yourself. So I think that's what happened to us. So
Yeah, that's why,
yeah.
like, parang third year of our marriage, I just, like, we stopped trying, but, like, we just let it be. Let it be. Like, if there was, if mag-conceive, mag-conceive. But after third year, and we still haven't had, like, a kid, like, a positive, result. And then my PCOS is really, like, is really getting bad. I had to put IUS na, so yung implant. So it was just last year when I did that. First quarter last year. So mag 1 year na ako naka-IUS. So that's it. Stop na. Hindi na kami magkakaroon ng anak nito. So I told everyone na about the situation. And then and they just well, at first they were like hesitant, like, because ako yung first na nagkaroon ng asawa, and then I did it. Ako sana yung magkakaroon ng first na apo sa side nila. Sabi ko, wala naman tayong magagawa doon. Pressure na lang dun sa brother ko. Pressure na lang dun sa brother ko. Oh yeah, yun ang sa akin. So, if you guys are given a chance to redo everything, like, have a rewind, like a wish, would you do it again? Oh, should we start with Jess this time?
It's still gonna be a yes. Although I will be, again, I'll try to be honest as much as possible, right? And I do tell this to my cousins who are not yet married. I always tell this to my cousins whenever we do see each other, like, because they're younger than me, and I think a couple of them, are already engaged, and some of them already got married, but like not having kids. They also decided not to have kids. It's really more of, it's hard. It's gonna be really hard, and it's not. I'm not just talking about like the birth thing, like that's just the first.
That's
That's just
just the
the
tip
first
of the
part,
iceberg.
the tip of the iceberg. Yeah, I mean, like, if you're able to, because there's CS already, right? And even the recovery, if you decided to do CS, it's I think it's like 3 weeks. I didn't do that. I did normal, but still, it's no joke, right? But at the end of the day, like, me bringing that kid home, of course, like, it's really hard because you're gonna be lacking sleep. Like, I guess, like, in infancy, like, while they're infants, right? You're definitely gonna be losing sleep. I'm telling you, like, I was actually struggling a lot before, and I think that's where the postpartum really sets in, because you lack sleep, because you need help. I mean, especially if you just given birth, you need all the help that you can get, because usually the dad or the husband is the one, like, taking care of the mom, while the mom, honestly, like, the kid, I mean, the baby, it's gonna latch onto you, like, like, almost every hour or so, like, depending on, like, how hungry they get. It's really, really hard work, and and honestly, like, after having my first kid, I am so amazed with my mom. And I think it's going to make me cry a little bit. But I am so amazed with all of the moms. And, and some of them even had, like, my mom had 5. There are 5 of us. It's just crazy. And, like, she still has, like, her thriving career at that time. And I couldn't even juggle. I was, like, having a hard time. Like, I don't know how she was able to do this. But, I'm just super lucky. So if you have support, like family support, it takes a village to really raise a child. And I'm not saying that I'm just saying, like, I'm lucky to have that kind of support from my family, because and I was able to also afford, like, a nanny. But if you don't, it's gonna be really hard for you. I'm sorry, especially, like, if you're a career woman, like, it's gonna be really, really hard. It's a bumpy road. It's so hard to be the mom and the dad, or, like, to be a mom or to be a dad. right? Because those two are different. So I mean, it's still a yes. Again, like I reduced the number because one is because it's the financial, that comes a financial strain that comes with it. Because I mean, you have to think about the education, and aside from the diapers those are like not as big, like big ticket, things that you should think about. Like the education is really what we're worried about, because of course you wanted to your kids to go to a nice school, and you know how it is, Ash, right here in the Philippines. So it's really important that you have that kind of foundation. And so all I can say is that motherhood is not for everyone, right? It's not for
100%.
I'm not always I wouldn't, like, for between you and me, right, Ash, we've talked about this every time. I'm like, I wouldn't force you to have kids, right? I'm like, when you told me, like, you don't want to have kids, I'm like, okay, that's fine. It's not a big deal, like, if you don't want kids or you want kids, because at the end of the day, it's going to be your life. I mean, your life is really going to change when you have that child. And if you are not ready, and if you're not ready to to give up that lifestyle, which is my lifestyle in the past, it's like so long gone, right? Like it's super different now, because it will all revolve around your child. And so if you're not willing to let that go, then you're gonna really have a hard time. And guess what? Even your kid and your babies, and it's gonna be sad for them because you are not ready, and they're gonna have a parent or like a mom that is half-heartedly in that position, and it and they did not choose to be born, and that's really the problem with that. And it really sucks, because a lot of parents, they just go and like multiply, but like at the end of the day, though, they did not think about, like, okay, how about my child? I mean, they did not choose to be born in this world and be poor, or like not have, I don't know, like any access to good education or whatever, like the opportunities, right? So I think it's really important for you as a parent to think about that. So yeah.
For me, I might consider having kids if I have a redo, but I might do it earlier. Yeah, because of course, my age, I'm 36. Kapag magkaanak pa ako nito, and then you'll have to think about it like 20 years old, like even 18 years old. You have to think about tuition. I know it's free here in the UK, but still, you have to give them allowance and such things. And I can't see myself. I can't see myself working at around 50. I hope not. I hope not. Ayoko kainin yung sinasabi ko. Pero hindi ko maisip, I can't imagine myself working at that age. And then still.
Because
like,
you have to. I think it's sort of like you can work because you want to,
Yeah.
but not because you have to.
Yes.
Because you have kids.
difference. Yeah. There's
Yeah,
difference between that. Like, even now, I have to work because of my utangs. That's what, it's different because yun yung napansin ko eh. Kasi before I got that utang, kasi yun sa situation niya, sobrang saya ko mag-work. Yung parang ang saya nagde-develop ako. Pero ngayon, after na I got back from the Philippines recently, parang sabi ko, fuck you, mag-work. I don't wanna work. Parang iniisip ko na sa sarili ko, nade-depress na ba ako? Parang I don't wanna work. Tapos parang I'm just working just to pay for the bills and everything. Sabi ko, I don't wanna work anymore. Pero, ayun na nga. Pero, yun siguro, I might do it if I have the same partner. And then, also, if we were younger. So, ang daming if. Ang daming sanga-sanga na yung if ko. Sanga-sanga na yung if. Oh, yung mga if-else ko. If-else no. So, yun. Para yun lang sa akin. Sa akin, time lang talaga. Siguro, pag I might do it like 26, 20. Yeah, 26 would be max. Yan na. 26 max na yun. Tapos, pag isa lang yung anak ko, okay na yun. Okay na yun. Okay na yun. Isa na, okay na yun. 26, okay na. Accomplish na yun. Okay na. Goal, na yun. Okay na sa akin yun.
Tetok na doon.
No, okay na. Tatanungin pa ba kita, Ash? Wala ka pa naman. Sa bagay, ikaw. Hindi ko kasi alam yung reason mo eh. So,
Here's our answers. Would you still
yeah.
be no?
Kung okay, given a chance to like redo, kung siguro as in re-rewind tayo na kung may chance ako mamili kung kaninong family ako like mabubuhay, tapos kagaya ng families nyo, ako palalakihin, yes, I would definitely choose to have kids. Kasi iba, gaya nga ng sabi mo, just iba yung pag may support kay na kahit anong mangyari sa'yo, they're there. Pero kung ganito pa rin, like, babalik lang ako sa
But
pagkabata
we're
mo.
here. Don't worry.
Oh, here.
here.
Send your kid to UK.
I'm not sure about that. Like, probably a week. Open ako maging yun tayo na measure tayo eh. Biglang ganun eh.
We're always feeling here too. We're like sisters, so no worries about that.
Alagaan ko na lang yung mga magiging anak niyo. Makikialaga na lang ako. Okay na ako.
Kalma na ako ngayon. So, wala kang problema sa akin.
Oo.
Baka in-note ni Jess yan. Tapos next week, meron na siyang call. Like, uy, pwede mong alagaan yun. Si Liam.
Oo, dito lang ako sa bahay.
No, kailangan may baby
I'll
proof
drop
na.
them. I'll drop them. Like next.
Kakatok na lang sila dyan sa bahay. Tapos aalis na si Jess.
No. Basta wag lang yung dalawang husky mo, Rumble
Oh,
baby.
no. Yeah, they're a handful. But like my kids, they give me a lot of joy. So it's I don't know. I think it's again, I don't want to sound so cliche, but like every time I look at them, and though like I am like sometimes it's filled with chaos. It's just a house like like with all the toys scattered and stuff. Like sometimes when I stop and just like look at them and like how happy they are and how loud they can be, and I'm really proud because I feel like they wouldn't be doing that if they're not feeling safe, right?
Yeah.
So I feel fulfilled already as a mom. Like I feel like actually honestly before I got pregnant, I have a lot of plans. Like I'm gonna be this mom, I'm gonna be this mom, I'm gonna be like but like after that, like I'm gonna train them. I'm kind of like you, Ash. Like I'm gonna train them. I'm gonna make sure that like they're whole independent. But then after after 2 boys, I'm like I just want to keep them alive. Like at the end of that day, because like seriously, like they get they're all over the place, and like so I'm just really scared of their safety. I just want to keep them safe. So yeah.
Natawa naman ako doon. I just want to keep them alive.
I really do. I just want to keep them alive.
I kind of understand, Jess, kasi I did take care of my nephews and nieces before. Like, talagang dinadala ko sila sa appointments nila. Mga ganun. Tapos ngayon, nakikita ko na sila na one of them is like in college na.
They're bigger. Oh, wow.
In college na. And I was like, tapos, doing well pa in school. So, sabi ko, at least, I mean.
See, like, how fulfilling that is? I mean, if it's your kid, like, you know very well that you did a part, you did a lot of, part of their success is because of you too. So.
Yeah, yung mga hinuhugasan ko lang ng puwet before. Oo. Ganun. Tapos ngayon, may mga girlfriend na, parang sabi ko, Iba. I feel so old, pero fulfilled na rin. Kasi, you see them, like, doing well. So, I kind of get what she means and then what she feels. Pero, yun lang. Parang siguro, ngayon, no. No pa rin ngayon. No. Pero, yeah, like I said, redo, sure. Pero, yeah, no na. I-age ko na kasi. I know.
This has been fun. This has been fun.
Yeah.
I had fun,
nakapaglabas ka ng dito. Okay lang yan. So, so, hindi ko alam kung gagawin, magiging regular ka ba dito, Jess, sa ating podcast?
Just invite me. I'll definitely
magiging magiging social na tong podcast namin. Di katulad namin, bakal-bakal lang yung namin, baso-basura lang yung namin before. Pero biglang may naging social na English era.
I know.
Pero yun. So, kayo, should I ask the question again? Kids
Go.
or no kids. So again, this is Danica.
This is Ash.
This is Jess.
And we're the Judgmentals.
Nadamay na si Jess sa pagiging judgmental.
Ay, oo nga, and we're.
Kahit
Oo
di
nga
naman
pala,
talaga.
oo nga.
I'm
Mali
trying to be judgy.
Oo nga, naging fair siya actually. Napaka-fair. Hindi ka tulad namin pag tayo lang yung nag-uusap eh. Ano na.
Oo.
Ay, nako.
Mapangusga sa isa't
Oo
isa.
nga. Biglang naging neutral yung ano natin. Biglang naging maingat tayo.
Oo nga eh.
Oo nga.
Well, we don't want to offend anyone kasi. We don't want to offend
Meron
anyone.
kasi
We're trying to
siyang
be neutral.
meron kasi siyang reputation na pinapaanohan. Kami kasi ni Ash wala eh.
Wala kami reputation.
Wala kami pinoprotection na
grabe.
reputation.